Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Bjornholm, where I've already started the harvest and all of my vehicles are currently in use, which is convenient to say the least. Don't want to be damn it, don't want to be unfolding that quite yet. I am still hoping that you guys are thinking up rules and coming up with rules for the next series. I have a few mods. If you look at the mod list, there is a legal semi-trailer ready to go for the next season. It's a modified version of the in-game one that is slightly wider and can carry the combines. I made sure of that. I do need some, I obviously need something that can carry, if necessary, the biggest combines. I do have a bit of lag today because, well, my computer just hates me sometimes. And today we're just sorting out the grass ready for silaging. Now, of course, I've had the big M, which I really want very badly. Things will be going a lot faster than this, but I don't have the big M, so they're going about as quickly as they can, I suppose. You may be wondering why I'm just going up in kind of a straight line like this, and the reason is it's the easiest thing I can do. It's the easiest way to get solid lines going without messing about, and it gets everything done in one nice little sweep. So I've got ploughing, harvesting and swathing going on at the moment. And of course the plough would finish right now, wouldn't it? So we're going to stop this guy. We're doing quite well on everything so far. The plough is just one field behind the harvester, which is actually better than I could have expected. The plough should be starting down this end as well, which is... Now, why did I give him this course? Oh well, it's the course he has, so that's the course he'll do. And you see, courseplay works nicely with drive control, the drive control mod. The other nice thing about drive control is I can just leave tractors running, and I don't really need to worry about starting the equipment up again and waiting for the tractor to start running again. So what I'm going to do at the end of this swath here is I'm actually going to go and do the shop patch, which is going to require me to dodge all of the AI ever, because of course it is. And okay, let's just check the road, see if we can get out here. Okay, so we're good for enough time that we can just shoot out. If I had 2 spare tractors, which I don't, I'm kind of glad I don't. I'm kind of glad I don't have 2 spares, because that would mean I wasn't utilising everything. I know I'm not utilising the John Deere. That's going to come down soon, and well, I'm going to need something to move the bales, seeing as I don't have an autostacker, because that's one of the rules. But the John Deere isn't being used at the moment because, well, I forgot to bring it down. Plus, this new Holland was already hooked up to the windrower. So, the plan for this episode is we're going to hopefully start baling. And then in the next episode we're going to be wrapping the bales. That's the plan. I have a distinct feeling that things won't go according to plan. Do not... Ah, you absolute jerk. Quickly. I can see another AI driver coming. You know there are problems with the game when you're worried about the AI appearing. I suppose in farm sim that's kind of acceptable, because real farmers would be a bit worried if they're doing something as stupid as this and expecting not to get into trouble. So that's the patch by the shop done. If I really wanted to, I could cut down those 3 trees. I don't have the money to do so, but I could. I was going to check the price of something, but then I've just realised it would be completely pointless because I'd be teasing myself. I'm going to show it to you though, because I did download, if we can get over to mods, a new harvester. At least I hope it's in harvesters. Yes, it's the Don 680M. It is of course a Russian mod. Combines harvest the indicated fruit types, and it is a forage harvester with whole crop header, corn header that's 4 meters wide. You'll see that these still stay within the rules, and podborshik, which picks up windrows. So if I really wanted to, I could in fact pick up straw and chaff the straw. I'm not going to, I'm only going to use grass and corn for silage, but in about 100,000 euros time, I'm going to have the method by which I can start 340,000 euros time actually, because I've got the BGA extension mod. So in 340,000 euros time, which is not going to be anytime soon, if ever on this map, I'm going to have the means to start up the BGA. And why am I saying 340,000 euros? Well, it's because the BGA takes 240,000 to get started at a very basic level. And that's part of the BGA extension, which is, from what I've seen, a very good mod. It may break some features on maps though, potentially, but it's something that adds a new aspect to the game. It makes the BGA so that you actually have to earn the right to use it and get extortionate amounts of money from it, and it makes it so you can't just ignore the BGA for weeks at a time, or days, in-game days or weeks at a time. You have to fill it every day. You have to have some sort of fuel in there every day, preferably silage. You get a boost from manure. And it runs twice a day at 8 AM and 8 PM, or 0800 and 2000 hours if you're using the in-game clock. And yes, I do know Mary time, which is very easy to learn. I don't get how people can get confused by 24-hour time notation. You just take 12 away from any number greater than 12. 2300 is 11 PM. 2200 is 10 PM, because 22 minus 12 is 10. And my mother she cannot understand 24-hour time. And I'm constantly explaining to her on our skybox what time things are on at. Because she reads 16 o'clock. And she's like, that's not a time. So I have to explain to her, yes it is, it's 4 PM. The amount of times I've had to do that is just insane. And it's funny because all of my digital equipment, including my phone, I believe, yes, my phone, my PC, everything is set up on 24-hour time because it's the time I understand the easiest. Because when it says 0100, it means I should be in bed. When it says 1300, it means I've overslept again. Which has been happening a surprising amount recently. I got up before noon today, which is nice. Today being Friday. I think it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday because my dad was celebrating last night, but today's Friday. He likes Fridays. And fried eggs, actually, for that matter. So, here's why I did just did the curve along. It's because it looks really pretty when it's windrowed. And yes, I know you shouldn't really care about what the windrow looks like, but it doesn't look pretty. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. Oh, I'm gonna stop now. But yes, the harvest is going well, from what I can see. The TC5 hasn't thumped into anything yet. The T6 on ploughed duty hasn't smacked anything either, which is nice. I've spun, which is actually convenient because I'm going this way anyway. I'm going to drop the windrower back into its slot in the garage, which is actually made slightly easier by the drive control mat. You can hear my keyboard clicking furiously as I try and steer. Putting it back into its slot in the garage is actually made slightly easier by the drive control mod, because I don't really need to worry about when I'm stopping up over here accidentally shifting into reverse and making a hames of it. So I can just... I've already made a hames of it despite drive control. There we go. And we are not quite in. There we go. Alright, this is going to pick up the wrapper. Despite the fact that it's closer to the baler, I'm going to go get the John Deere and get the baler because of reasons, essentially. The harvester's just finishing up its... oh, I was going to say its first pass, but I didn't realise it had done quite a bit of the field already. So the John Deere here is going to drop... I've done that twice now, and it's getting annoying. It's going to drop that. It's going to start up. Did that really just happen? Because I need this bale fork. There we go. I'll have to reverse again. There we go. We're headed off. So we're going to go up and get the baler with this. I know the new Holland is closer, but... I'm going to try and pick up the baler and the bale wagon, if I can. Because picking up both of them at the same time would be really useful and save a lot of time. If I can't, oh well, that's a thing that's happening, I suppose. And I can't fix it. So, where's the best road to go up? I suppose this one over here, because it brings me out closest to the bale area. I'll come down the other one, because then it brings me out closer to the first group of grass that I want to do. Now, of course, I could, and actually I may off screen at some point mow the living daylights out of this area. If I had a big M, I would. But it's quite time consuming to mow and windrow all this. So there's a part of me that's thinking it's not really worth the time investment just to get a bit more silage bales. If and when I get the big M, I'm going to mow everything and bale silage all day and all of the night. So the baler's just up here in this shed over here, and I actually am remembering where I've put things, which is kind of unique. So here's the baler, and I know exactly where the bale wagon is as well, which again is unusual for me because I have a tendency of forgetting where I put literally everything. I know there's straw on the baler right now. It'll override with grass, which is not realistic, but I can deal with it, I guess. So the bale wagon is conveniently right where we need it to be, over here. So we're going to be going down this road anyway. I'm just going to drop the baler, and and pick up the bale wagon, if I can line up correctly. Whoops. And there is a rear attacher on this bale wagon. I don't know if it's going to pick up the baler. It would be nice if it did. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. This thing is really difficult to back up properly. So it's going to be a bit of a slow and long drawn out affair. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I'm impatient and not willing to put in the time to get that done right, is I'm going to bring this all the way down. Actually, I'm going to switch off this New Holland and go up to the John Deere again. I'm going to bring the bale wagon down first and just drop it off somewhere down here. In fact, I'm just going to drop it at the end of this hill, because the first load of bales I'm collecting will be from there. I'll go up and get the baler. And if you remember, I said the mowers are going to stay exactly where they are, because I'm going to be doing hay next. And it's easiest to start over there for the hay and Ted and windrow in the other direction, because reasons. I know I could just start at the other end, but that's where I ended the mowing, so that's where I'm going to start the mowing next time. So let's pick up the baler. Like a pro. And off we go now down to the field, to the grass, to pick up some grass. How good are the courseplay guys doing? Quite good. I'm glad that the plough guy is just over a field behind, just under a field behind the harvester, because it basically means that I don't need to throw a second tractor on ploughing right now, and that's kind of good because I don't really have a tractor to spare at the moment. Oh my god, the steering. Okay, there we go. We have some semblance of control over the tractor, and it is to empty the baler. There we go. Part of me wishes it was X, but X unfolds the wheels, so I have to deal with the weird binding of O. I'd even deal with T or no, not C. Yeah, I suppose Z or Z, whatever you want to call it. That'd be a binding that will work. I may change it to Z. So that's 2 bales. Okay, so coming up to 19 minutes into the video now, and we're doing quite well on pretty much everything at the moment. I mean, we've got ploughing going on, we've got harvesting going on, we've got baling going on, we've got no tractors just on for no reason anymore, because I turned off the T6 that I did leave running for no reason. So yeah, things are going well for once. How long until something goes horribly wrong? I believe a sudden rain shower might ruin all of this silage, or all of these bales, because I need to wrap these before they dry out too much, or before they get too wet, so that they do become weatherproof, and I can just stack them up wherever I want then. But at the moment there is no weatherproofing on the bales whatsoever, so they're at the mercy of whatever the hell the weather wants to throw at them. Which, to be fair, is what happens in reality as well. Real farmers do get a bit nervous about their grass bales. That's going to roll down into the mowers. That'll do, I suppose. That's wonderful. The baler's got stuck on a little hill, so I got it rolled back. And now try and get some power up so that I can get over the little hill. Please tell me I didn't just stop in the exact wrong place. Okay, so it's over that little tiny hill. And we're moving forward again, quite slowly, but quickly enough to get some bales made. That is going to be one hell of an awkward bale to try and wrap. I'll have to find a way to deal with that one. So we're going to go up along the lines, down along the lines, and up and down along the lines. It's kind of why I did one continuous line and everything. It's so that it makes the baling process, and I never did clean up those little patches of grass. Oh well, it makes the baling process just go a bit more efficiently. And whoops, I have to reverse. I'm using shuttle controls to stop the tractor. That's amazing. Though completely inadvisable. How long have we been going? Oh, 21 minutes. Wonderful. So, I am going to end the episode here, with some lag, of course. And I'll let you know that I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Bjornholm. Please comment, like, subscribe, and do suggest rules for the next season. I'm relying on you guys to come up with some good ones so that I don't have no rules. I could go with pretty much the rules that I have at the moment. It would make a reasonable challenge. But I'd like some more if you guys can come up with them. I'm not reusing the same rules from this season, except the no resets. No resets is just a general rule I have for myself. It's an unwritten one from now on, or from the end of this season onwards. I try not to reset if I can. You would probably notice that in Whispered Hills if you watch that series. So it's just something I try to do because sometimes getting something out of somewhere it shouldn't be is half the challenge of the game. I meant to go forward, not reverse. There we go, that's the bale stuff. So, thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you next time, where we'll continue baling and hopefully get started on wrapping. So I'm going to call that a wrap. Goodbye.